A couple of quick announcements, and then one I ask for indulgence on. A week from Saturday, the 8th, we're doing a Vatican II speaker series in conjunction with St. John as part of our desire to partner with our neighbors. And we have Tom Reese. Tom was the editor of America Magazine for a very long time, and he will speak on Francis and church reform, so that should be a wonderful conversation. And it is at 3 o'clock on Saturday the 8th, up at St. John's. Also, a couple of years ago, we created, in our desire to form more multicultural events, we created a Valentine's Day dance for couples. And we found that it was an incredible experience that is both spiritual, social, and a whole lot of fun, and an opportunity to get to know a lot of people that you may not know, that you may see in church or from other Mass communities. So that will be on the 15th at 7 o'clock, and Sister Kristen, I think, is somewhere out front selling tickets. Lastly, I had all the other English Masses, and I talked about this at the Spanish Mass. I had, as I shared with you, an experience of this parish catalyst reunion meeting that we had out in California. And it was just an amazing experience. 12 parishes picked from across the country that this organization considered dynamic to help them to take their ministry to a new level. And I went with our Director of Faith Formation for Children and Youth, William Pineda, who is Latino, and Louis Kimicon, who is the head of the French African community. And one of the things they asked when we left is, you have to come away with specific things that you're going to do to help take your parish to the new level. So one of the things that we came up with is that in Lent, we are going to do for the very first time something that branches across all our communities as a way of doing what Damien talked about in terms of repent as reorientation. And I asked you a couple questions. How many of you would like a happier spouse? Okay, there's a whole lot of contented people here who've given up. How many of you would like children that complain less? A few more hands. How many of you would like parents that nag less? I see some people raising their hand twice. You must be in that tweener generation, right? How many of you would like to enjoy your workplace more? How many of you would like a closer relationship with God? Well, I'm happy on the last one. Kind of assume that's why we're all here. A lot of the spiritual and psychological experts say that the true key to happiness, contentment, and peace come from having two things in your life. First of all, being grateful people. Being aware that your life is blessed already. When we see the blessings in our life, it changes the way we see the world. But it's not enough to understand that we are a blessed people, and that God is blessing us each and every day. We're called to be sources of God's blessing for others, and that's the other piece. To be source of God's love and compassion. But how do we do that, like Damien said? Well, what we're going to do during Lent as a community, in our small groups, in our movements, in our faith formation program, and hopefully all of us together, is each day for 40 days, we are going to each day write down one way I see God blessing my life. And then write down one way that I am a blessing to others through an act of kindness, an act of generosity. I'll give you an example of what I did. I went to Whole Foods, or some people call it a whole paycheck. And I get all the way down arrive and I get in the line, and then I remember I had seen avocados on sale. I don't care about avocados. Jean-Marie loves avocados, so I thought, this is a concrete way to show kindness, to show love. So I got out of the line, I went and I got the avocados and went back. I never told him who bought them. He ate them, so they must be good. It's a simple thing, but it's simple things that enrich our lives and remind us of what we're here for. To be in a relationship with God, to be in a relationship with one another, and to let God's grace flow into us and through us. And then to share that, because that's why we do this in community. So once a week, with your families, or in some other group, share. Where did you see blessing this week? Where were you blessing this week? Where were you letting God shine the light through you? Because oftentimes when we share with one another, we open up one another's vision of where God is in our life. And where God is trying to use us in our life, and we open ourselves to other opportunities that we wouldn't be blind to. And we will do some of this online too. Why am I telling you this when Lent is 6 weeks away? Well, the next time I'm going to talk to you will be about the Cardinals' appeal, so we won't be talking about this. But it's to prepare. Lent, the purpose of Lent is to enter one way and leave another. All the experts say it takes 6 weeks to turn something into a habit, a practice or a discipline, to ingrain it in you and have it start making changes interiorly. It takes 6 weeks. Well, that's just about how long Lent is. But be thinking about, as you go through your day, where am I blessed? Where am I called to be blessing? And my guess is, when we do that, we will see the world differently. And then when Ash Wednesday comes, we're already prepared. The week before Ash Wednesday, we'll be doing this at all the Masses in terms of how concretely this is going to look. This is a program we kind of dreamed up. This isn't something we bought anywhere, so it's got a little things to tighten up. But it's simple, but I think yet profound, and it's a way for us to grow together as a community that knows that the kingdom lies beyond us, but know that each week we come here to realize that we are blessed in many ways, especially here in our diversity, and that we're challenged by this gospel, but we're missioned to build a kingdom out there. And that's why we come here every week. And that's hopefully the way we will lead Lent.